Climate change and global warming are huge and growing problems in society, and as a culture, we have created many theories and many different causes for it. It is most commonly portrayed as being caused by modern technology, and even with that, lots of people don't know how modern technology can affect global warming at such a large scale. Lots of research has been put in trying to figure out how global warming has caused and how we can stop global warming from occurring in the future and how we can protect our Earth. It has grown and caused many deaths, many injuries in people because of the heat. It is ruining different salvations and destroying rainforests across the planet.
The fashion industry is one that is greatly affected by climate change. The rapid change in Earth's climate has directly led many brands to change production methods, as well as changing the culture of fashion itself. The idea of fast fashion has been incredibly popular in recent decades. Fast fashion is a method of clothing production that creates a high quantity of cheaply made clothes rather than a lower quantity of well made, durable clothes. The recognition of the unsustainability of fast fashion has been widely recognized as of the last decade, and this widespread recognition has allowed for a very positive and environmentally sustainable shift in fashion culture. This shift in fashion culture can be most clearly seen in how popular the idea of thrifting clothes has become. Thrifting, specifically in regards to clothes, is a method of shopping in which you purchase previously owned and donated clothing, thus extending the life and function of said clothes. The practice and popularity of thrifting clothes has already made waves in the fashion industry. Thanks to the of consumers purchasing new clothes, the demand and henceforth the supply has decreased. While the fashion industry is nowhere near close to stopping the production of fast fashion, thrifting is a step in the right direction. Many brands within the fashion industry have also changed production methods in order to reduce the amount of pollution they release into the world. Some of these companies have changed the materials they use to make clothes so that they can be easily recycled. Thanks to the changes in materials used by some companies, the amount of polyester pollution by said companies has greatly decreased.
Alrighty, so here I am talking about the solutions that we can find to help slow down global warming. And through this, I will hit on how the fashion industry slows down global warming and the actions being taken. The fashion industry is guilty of adding to global warming through both the production means of clothing and fashion, as well as the after use and recycling methods of the accessories. Actions have been taken to be able to reduce this footprint on global warming. The first action is in the production process, where originally a multitude of resources are being used and only to produce mere items of clothing, putting more emissions out into the air than clothing benefiting the public. An action being taken to alter this is the use of renewable energy. Another alteration that is made during the production process, yet affecting more than production, is the use of recyclable materials. What this change does is in the name, where the materials of the clothing is made out of is able to be reused after they are used to the full extent, rather than just being thrown out with no purpose like we see happen with fast fashion. Tentree is a company that is able to focus on this impact during the manufacturing phase. They promote reusable materials for their clothing, and with every item of clothing that is purchased, a new tree is planted and more actions have been taken to save the planet. They also stay away from fast fashion in this sense by using reliable and sustainable materials for their clothing. After the production process, it is all about what to purchase. Staying away from fast fashion helps with global warming due to the crummy methods used during the fashion maintenance. Purchasing quality clothing and being able to keep away from the current fashion trends will help mitigate the damage the purchasing of different types of clothing can do. Another thing to benefit in the purchasing process is buying used clothes. This can be done through thrifting and recycling materials. This reduces the amount of clothing thrown out into trash piles and helps those who want to follow fashion trends be able to get an affordable and maintainable alternative. All of these alternative methods surrounding clothing are able to help slow down the rate of which global warming is happening. We are able to make and see differences with the variety of clothing purchases we make, even though it doesn't seem like that big of a deal. Changing our mindset and habits surrounding global warming is the first step in making a change.